This is Oscar Piastri.
Oscar Piastri on for 3 in a row. Yeah! Oscar Piastri takes his 4th pole position in a row.
He's just 22, which makes him Formula One's youngest driver. He's also Australian and one of only 20 drivers racing in the entire series. Now he gets to drive a car that costs tens of millions of dollars to build and feels more G-force than an astronaut trying to get to space. He sat down with the feed before his latest race. Hey, can you hear me okay?
There we go.
Hey, how are ya?
Good, thanks. How are you?
So I think one of the big misconceptions around racing is that it's not a very physical sport. So for the deniers out there, can you explain just how exhausting it is to race in a Formula One car?
I think, a lot of people kind of see us as just the helmet in the car.
Can Piastri hang on? He's going to try to. Oh no, they collide. Round goes Oscar Piastri.
It's a lot more physical than what most people would think. The forces through your neck in particular, it's up to 5-6 Gs through your neck, which is 5 or 6 times the weight of your head trying to be pulled off your neck.
Is it something that you can find a comparison point to?
The fastest roller coasters, I think, maybe do 2 or 3 Gs maybe, so you can nearly double it in an F1 car. And then just trying to concentrate for 2 hours. I mean, trying to concentrate doing any sport for 2 hours is difficult, let alone driving a car at 300 kilometers an hour, especially in between concrete walls.
Is there any room for fear when you're driving that fast?
In the moment, you're not afraid. Maybe if you're heading towards a wall out of control, maybe that's where it kicks in. But I think whilst you're driving, you're so concentrated on performing to your best and trying to go as fast as possible. You don't have any time for fear.
So then what does make you afraid?
I'm not a big fan of sharks, not a big fan of snakes either. In a race car, in some ways, it's a bit more comforting because you're in control. In a roller coaster, or even being a passenger in a car, you're not in control. It's up to either the machine or the other person driving.
So you've been driving for over a decade, going through karting, Formula 3, Formula 2. Do you still have an adrenaline rush every time you race?
I think you definitely get the adrenaline rush. You still get the buzz of driving a car. I guess fighting for something, that's where really the adrenaline and the nerves and the excitement comes into it, I think.
Who appears in our picture in the lead? It's Oscar Piastri.
Was there ever a moment during your journey to get to F1 where you thought, okay, this might not be a realistic goal anymore?
Because there's only 20 seats in Formula One, I think I never really dared to think about it too much until I really got to Formula 2. Even in that point, it wasn't until I started winning races and getting towards the championship lead where I really thought, okay, I could, this dream of being in F1 is turning much more into a goal now. It's pretty much my life at the moment, just enjoying being an F1 driver and everything that it's got to offer.